Hello student, today I am going to deliver my lecture over the chapter that is Combustion and Flame of 8th class. So what we are going to learn in this chapter? Basically in this chapter we will learn about how the things will burn, why burning process will take place and why we need to burn anything, why we need to lit anything. I will give you a common example before we deep dive into the chapter that we can't eat raw food. Okay, we can't eat raw food. For food, if we want to eat food, we need to cook food, and for cooking food we need to lit the burner. So in this way fire plays a very important role in our life, and also from fire what we will get, this thing you have to keep in mind because this thing is repeating again and again in this chapter, and you have to indulge this thing in your mind that from heat, from fire we will get heat and light. So two things we will get in any burning process common, that is heat and light. Now we will talk about combustion. Okay, but before that the topics we are gonna discuss in this chapter, I will discuss this. The first thing is introduction, combustion, okay, and its types, flame and fuel. Okay, so these topics we are gonna to discuss. So let's start. Now firstly we will start with the combustion. Okay, we will talk about combustion. Okay, हम combustion की बात करेंगे. Firstly combustion means, firstly you need to understand that means to burn. Okay, so the definition of combustion is when a substance undergoing burning it will undergoes the process of combustion. Okay, that means plants undergoing burning it will undergo the, what it means कि कोई भी substance अगर burning process में आती है तो it will also included in combustion substance. Combustion means the thing which can burn. Firstly, to burn I already discussed this thing. The points which we gonna discuss combustion, that is first point, it will produce, earlier I will discuss with you, it will produce light and heat. Okay, it will produce light and heat. Okay, the second thing when we talk about combustion, it will produce heat and light, and also it will burn in the presence of oxygen. So one thing I want to clear with this point, that why and how things burn. Basically in our surrounding, oxygen is present, the combustible substance react with oxygen, and then the burning process will take place. Okay, I will give you an example when how can we say that whenever we lit a flame or a combustion substance start burning, heat and light is produced. You just lit a candle, whenever you touch the flame you will feel the heat, and also the light is produced, you able to see. Now I will give you an example. This is example related to combustion. When we take a candle, okay, we will take a candle and we will put a converted jar. This is a glass jar. Okay, this is a glass jar and this is a candle. Okay, this is a candle and this is a glass jar. So what will I do? I just lit a candle with a flame and I just put a glass, transparent glass, inverted over the candle flame. Okay, now earlier the flame is quite good, heat and light is produced, but what will happen when we put a glass jar over the flame? First thing, you able to see within 2 or 3 seconds the flame will start flickering. Flickering means try to कि वो बुझने की कोशिश करेगी. That means the first thing कि वो बुझने की कोशिश करेगी. What was the reason behind this? I will discuss with you. देखो, the thing is when we put a glass jar over it, what will happen? Earlier there is presence of oxygen. When there is a presence of oxygen, the substance start burning. But when we just cut off the oxygen supply to the flame, then what will happen? After 2 or 3 minutes, the candle flame is just extinguished and candle is not burning anymore, and it will not give us the same heat and same light earlier he is giving us. Okay, it's giving us. So that's a difference. Because of presence of oxygen, any substance start burning. So when there is a cut off of oxygen and there is no presence of oxygen, so it can't take fire. Okay, it can't lit his flame, and that's why the flame is just extinguished and candle is no more burning. So this is the thing you need to clear one thing in your mind. Now we will discuss further that what will the condition require for the burning, but before that you need to realize one thing, that heat and light always produced whenever there is a burning process will take place. Okay, now we will talk about the one thing that is comes with the combustion, and we will discuss it in later, that is ignition temperature. Okay, ignition temperature. What do you mean by ignition temperature? Ignition temperature, that means the minimum temperature, the minimum temperature at which a substance start burning. Okay, and the one more thing, below this temperature, below this temperature, the substance will not catch fire. That means if the temperature is below this temperature, the substance will not catch fire. The thing or any substance will catch fire only when the temperature is of ignition temperature. Okay, now we will discuss the condition which is required for combustion. Condition required for combustion. So the first thing is presence of oxygen. Presence of oxygen. The second one is we need a combustible substance which can burn. If we take any substance which can't burn, so it's not of use of any kind of flame will burn out. Presence of oxygen, combustible substance, and ignition temperature. You have to keep these three things in your mind, because in this chapter, the whole chapter is just a centroid of this thing. Three things like presence of oxygen, combustible substance, and ignition temperature. All the chapter will center in these three things. Okay, now we will discuss how can we control fire. Okay, how we control fire. Basically, I already discussed with you, for burning process we need oxygen, ignition temperature, and a combustible substance. But how can we do? If we cut off, like if we remove the combustible substance, by this process we can control the fire. Okay, remove the combustible substance. Okay, and then cut off the supply of oxygen, and then The third one is cut off the supply of oxygen, removing the combustible substance, and cooling down the cooling down the combustible substance below its ignition temperature. Below its ignition temperature. So what does it mean कि हमें substance को below लेके आना है ignition temperature से, because after that it will not catch fire. Okay, we need to cut off the supply of oxygen and removing the combustible substance. As you all know, because of fire many factories and home will get fire, home will caught fire. Okay, and fire is very dangerous if we unable to control them. But by how many ways? We have 3 ways in this chapter they will discuss. By 3 ways we can control fire. Okay, the first thing is using water. Okay, using water. Using water. Second one is using carbon dioxide. Using carbon dioxide. And the third one is using blanket. Okay, I think so from these 3, the one thing you just maybe you listen or you just get to know that using blanket we can control the fire, because in many serials or in many movies you are able to see that when a person caught fire they just put the blanket on it. Now we will discuss in detail. The first thing is water. Okay, as we all know that water is a very good fire extinguisher. That means it will use to cut off the supply of oxygen, and so we able to burn off. Or we make this a triangle, that is a fire triangle. Okay, that is a fire triangle. In this, oxygen, heat and combustible substance. Okay, combustible substance. So what does it mean? Whenever we need to using water to control the fire, we just cross these 2 products. Okay, oxygen and heat. When we just remove the 2 products from this fire triangle, then we able to control the fire. Now I will give you one more example. Like you just take a paper cup and just put water in it and just put them into a flame. What will happen? Does paper cup will burn? No, paper cup will not burn. Why it happens? Because water in the paper cup reduces its temperature below its ignition temperature, and we discussed already that when the substance has below its ignition temperature it will never caught fire. So that means it will never catch fire and it will never burn. So the paper cup will never burn. So the second example, the question which arises in your mind, by using water can we control the fire which is coming to our electrical equipments? No, we cannot control fire whenever the fire is getting into the electrical equipments like the switchboards or short circuit. We can't use water because water is a good conductor of electricity. Now we will discuss about using carbon dioxide. Okay, when we talk about carbon dioxide, the one thing is fire extinguisher. Okay, fire extinguisher. So what does it mean by fire extinguisher? As you already seen in your school, there is kind of a cylinders are putting there by separable distance in your school, and time to time it will change because there is expiry date after 1 year. So in this way, CO2, how CO2 can use to control the fire? CO2 is a non-flammable gas and it is heavier than oxygen. So whenever fire will catch, it will act like a blanket. Okay. Fire extinguisher, the CO2 gas is filled with a large volume, and whenever we expand or shoots out, whenever a fire will catch at early stages. Already you have to keep in mind, when the fire is at early stages and like electrical equipments take place, catch fire, after that we can use the fire extinguisher. But if the fire is spread everywhere, then you can't control the fire extinguisher, because fire extinguisher is for the early stages of fire. That's why the administration of the school or the management of the school put the cylinder at a separable distance, and that's why whenever there is a kind of fire caught in the lab or science lab, they will be easy to caught the fire that time for the early stages. Okay, that means CO2 is a non-flammable gas. It is heavier than oxygen. So whenever fire is catch, it will act like a blanket. Okay, you have to keep this thing in your mind. Now we will talk about using blanket. Okay, blanket, using blanket. Okay, whenever a person got fire in his clothes, that means we just put the clothes or wrap the blanket over him or over her. How can we control the fire? As you know that there is oxygen present in the atmosphere, we already discussed. That means we just cut off the supply of oxygen and the fire will not burn. That means that person will save from the fire, because the supply of oxygen is just cut off. And that's all you know, that whenever there is a presence of oxygen, the substance will catch fire. But when the presence of oxygen is not take place, or we cut off the supply of oxygen, then the fire will not catch, then it will not catch fire. Okay, now we will discuss about types of combustion. Okay, types of combustion. Whenever we talk about the types of combustion, that means, okay, incomplete combustion, complete combustion, rapid, and spontaneous. Okay, incomplete, complete, rapid, and spontaneous. So when we discuss these types in detail, the first one is incomplete. Okay, the first one is incomplete. The first thing we will discuss, when there is incomplete, that means oxygen is not available. Oxygen is not available in plenty of amount. Okay. The second one is oxygen is not present in least temperature. Okay, least temperature होता है इसका, because it is incomplete. Okay. The third one, it will give us yellow flame. Yellow flame. And also when the combustion is not take place completely, it produce harmful gases. It produce harmful gases. ठीक है, so it is all about incomplete, that oxygen is not available in plenty of time, that's why the complete combustion will not take place. Least temperature होता है because it complete है, yellow flame होगा and it will produce harmful gases. Now we will talk about complete combustion. Okay, the second one is complete combustion. In this, oxygen is available for burning process. Okay, and the second one is oxygen is available for burning process. No residue left, because all the substance is burning, no residue left. Okay, and it will not produce harmful gases. Okay, it will not produce harmful gases. So these are 2 points when the complete combustion will take place. Oxygen is available for burning process and no residue is left. Now we will talk about the rapid. Third one is rapid. When we talk about rapid, as you able to see, whenever when we lit a matchstick or when we use a lighter to lit the gas stove, and when we bring the lighter into the nearby of the glass stove, then suddenly it lit the flame, gas burner will on. So why it happens, this kind of a combustion is rapid, because in this large amount of gas and large amount of volume of gas, large amount of heat and light is produced. So you able to see rapid means it's very instant. It's very instant. From the name it is clear that in this type of combustion the flame will catches fire very instantly, very rapidly. Okay, the third one is, I can explain you can able to what will happen in this rapid one. Okay, rapid. Okay, rapid combustion में when we use matchstick to lit a burner, it will catch fire instantly. That means it is rapid combustion. Okay, large amount of heat and light is produced. Large amount of heat and light is produced. Now the spontaneous combustion. Okay, spontaneous combustion. What does it mean by spontaneous combustion? Spontaneous. What does it mean spontaneous combustion? Spontaneous combustion will take place without the help of any other external source at the ignition temperature. For this, it will not require any source. It will catch fire spontaneous. That means instant. Okay. Now we will talk about flame. Okay, flame. So what does it mean? A substance is burning and it vaporizes. That means a substance is burning and it vaporizes. I will give you an example of flame. When we talk about flame, the one thing is comes to our mind when we lit a candle. The wick of a candle, it will melt the wax, okay, and then it will vaporizes and the flame will occur. So it is the whole process of flame. Now we will discuss about the types of zone in a candle. Okay, in a candle. This is the first zone, this is the second zone, and this is the third zone. So this zone is called as dark zone. Dark zone. This one is luminous zone. Luminous zone. And this is non-luminous zone. Okay. This is non-luminous zone. So we will discuss these parts here. The first one we will discuss, that is non-luminous zone. Okay, So in this the yellow flame will occur? No. In this the first flame will occur. The first flame is non-luminous zone where the temperature would be the first thing we will write there. The temperature would be least. Okay, the temperature is least. The third one is okay 800 to 1000 degrees Celsius. It's the temperature of non-luminous zone. Okay, and then oxygen is not present. Oxygen is not present. Okay, temperature is least, oxygen is not present, as we discussed earlier. When there is an incomplete combustion, or you can say non-luminous zone, then the temperature will be least, oxygen is not present. बर्निंग विल नॉट टेक प्लेस टू अ कंप्लीट लेवल. बर्निंग प्रोसेस टेक प्लेस नहीं करेगी कंप्लीट लेवल तक, बिकॉज इट इज अ नॉन ल्यूमिनस जोन. व्हेन वी टॉक अबाउट नॉन ल्यूमिनस जोन, that means we did not get that much heat. Or you can say, if we can define this, either we can talk about non-luminous zone. Here we can talk about dark zone. Okay, this is dark zone. Okay, because when we talk about temperature is least, oxygen is not present, and burning will not take place, the process will be, the light is not that much, okay, light is not that much, okay, and it is black in color because their oxygen is not available. That's the reason that is dark zone. Okay, now we will discuss about non-luminous zone. In this, the temperature is 1000 degrees Celsius plus. Okay, that means the temperature is good. Oxygen is not sufficiently present, not sufficiently present. And the one more thing, temperature is 100,000 plus degrees Celsius plus, oxygen is not sufficiently present. That means we have to understand this thing. In the dark zone, the temperature is least and the flame will leave the residue. In this, the temperature is 1000 degrees Celsius. Oxygen is not sufficiently present. Because oxygen is not present, and the burning process will not take place. Burning process of is not take place. Now, the last zone is luminous zone. Okay, when we talk about luminous zone, what does it mean? Luminous zone means the temperature is 1200 plus degrees Celsius. Okay, and the second thing is oxygen is present. Oxygen is present in plenty of amount. Okay, oxygen is present in plenty of amount. Now we will talk about fuel. Okay, now we will talk about the last topic is fuel. A substance which burn at the presence of air. Okay, so it may be solid, liquid and gas. Okay, now for good fuel, what we need for good fuel? Easy to store, easy to use, do not give us harmful gases. That's all. Okay, so when we talk about fuel, a substance which burn at the presence of air, solid, liquid and gas for good fuel, easy to use, easy to store and don't give us harmful gases. So as I discussed with you this chapter, hope you understand this chapter and have a nice day and take care.